Now, Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party National Convener Arvind Kejriwal today declared advocate Amit Palekar as its chief ministerial candidate for Goa Assembly polls. Palekar, who joined the AAP this October, will now be contesting from Santa Cruz constituency. The newest AAP contender spoke to India Today. Let's have a listen.
All right, joining me right now is Amit Palekar. He is the CM face for the Aam Aadmi Party in Goa. If the party comes to power in Goa, then Amit Palekar is going to be the chief minister. He's been a lawyer, he has been an activist, and now he is a politician. Mr. Palekar, many congratulations first up, but I want to ask you, and I want to begin with this. Do you see this, you being picked as the CM face for the Aam Aadmi Party, as your activism getting rewarded? You've been the face of saving the heritage where old Goa is concerned, or is it a rather strategic move which has been, said by Arvind Kejriwal as well, that you come from the Bhandari clan?
No, you look at it from the point of view of hope for the people of Goa. When you look at the way people have been aspiring to be politicians here, it has always been a tradition in Goa that only rich and classy people can become politicians, and then they indulge into corruption. And the way Goa has seen politics or rise in corrupt politicians in Goa in last 2 decades, I think Goa is looking at a hope, and I think Mr. Kejriwal has seen that hope in me and the other leaders who are part of Aam Aadmi Party today and who are going to face electorate in the upcoming elections. So I don't think there is any strategy which has been worked out in terms of activism or Bhandari card as it sought to be made out by the other parties. I think it's just a matter of chance that I belong to a Bhandari community, which is one of the oppressed communities as far as Bhandari community is concerned. For last 60 years since Goa's liberation, I think even though 1/3 of the population of Goa belongs to Bhandari community, they had not got enough representation as far as Goa's politics is concerned. So it's a matter of pride for me that I come from this community, which has been neglected over a period of time, but also the fact that I can take along all the communities together, may it be from Bahujan Samaj, which is there, and whether a Catholic or a Muslim finds that confidence in me. I think that is the only factor which led to me being chosen as one of the candidates or as a candidate of CM's face as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned.
Mr. Palekar, in a state where the margin of win is so slim that in certain constituents, constituencies, we've seen candidates win by a mere 100 or even lesser than that of votes. Now, the players in Goa are too many. How does one even look at who's going to win? You have the Aam Aadmi Party, you have the TMC, you have the BJP, you have the other players that have all jumped in. How do you propose, that one can actually win? It looks like a complete khichdi in terms of players.
No, not at all. Absolutely. The people of Goa are smart enough. If you see the way Aam Aadmi Party has played their politics in the last 5 years, they have stuck to their ground. And it is emerged as one of the best alternative to defeat corrupt forces as far as Goa is concerned. TMC is a new player. TMC has not been able to do much of a headway in Goan politics. And we have seen how people who have joined TMC have left that party and come back to the original parties or jumped somewhere else. So it is just an alternative for those who have not been able to secure any position in any other party, and just to who have some aspirations in politics, who have joined TMC. So I don't think it is going to be any serious player. Only emerging alternative as far as fighting corrupt forces are concerned is Aam Aadmi Party, and we can see it when we go to people of Goa. The way people are putting their faith, their love, their affection and their support in favor of Aam Aadmi Party, it is one of the most emerging better options as far as governance in Goa is concerned, a non-corrupt government that people are looking forward to, because I think the most important thing that has affected Goa in last 2 decades is the corruption that the government has indulged into, be it Congress or be it BJP. Nothing has changed, and in fact this has become grave. The situation has become so grave that you can see scams after scams, and it is unfortunate that we have to approach courts. We have to approach the Honorable High Court every point of time to fight against the government, which is turning deaf ears to every request made not to indulge into corruption. So I think it's high time people of Goa decide decide that Aam Aadmi Party is the only option, and it is emerging as one of the
Mr. Palekar,
the
I'll ask you
biggest
two
option
quick
as far
final
as the
questions.
choice of people is concerned.
And, let's talk about the Congress.
Yes.
The Congress from, everybody completely defecting from the Congress have now pretty much come back to the Congress as well. The Congress is now seemingly a very strong player where Goa comes into question. TMC on the other account wants to, maybe build an alliance with the Congress, very open about it, but doesn't want anything to do with the TMC. Above all, your own, Arvind Kejriwal has time in and time again called Mamata Banerjee like his elder sister. Is it that Arvind Kejriwal is not, what is his reason that the TMC and the Aam Aadmi Party are not coming together in Goa? The natural alliance would seem to be theirs and not TMC and Congress right now, the current scenario.
See, when you are capable of finding your politics alone, when you are capable of fighting the elections alone, why do you need support? Because when you see the people's mandate is supreme, the people's mandate is coming very clearly in favor of Aam Aadmi Party, the way things are emerging, where things are moving forward, and people have lost faith in the Congress party also, because they believe that every time they get elected, they put a mandate in their favor, they jump sides and they defect into BJP. So people have started and have got a firm belief as far as Goa is concerned that Congress is a B team of BJP. So whether you elect from BJP or whether you elect from Congress is one and the same thing. And in that point of that perspective, when you look at people or people's point of view or way the mind is functioning right now is to vote for party that promises you governance which is corruption free, and only hope that they have is in the form of Aam Aadmi Party. So there is no question of any alliance at this point of time. We need to go alone because we need to give that assurance to every Goan that we are here to stay, we are here to give you a clean, clear government that you're looking forward to for last 2 decades.
The Aam Aadmi Party has constantly said that they are anti the corruption which is incumbent in this particular government, is what at least your calling card, your party's calling card has been, is to fight the corruption of the BJP government in Goa. Now, what is the harm, sir, and I ask you, to ally with other political parties, which even the TMC is saying that what they wanting to ally with the Congress is keep the BJP out? Why is it that the Aam Aadmi Party is not keen on any alliance?
Because as I said, there are so many corrupt forces which are part of the other forces also. So we do not want to send a signal to electorate, and it is very clear-cut signal from our point of view that we are against corruption. We need to weed out corruption in Goa. So there is no question. So when you fight a war, you need to fight it alone sometimes if you know that you are going to lose it, just because there are some other corrupt forces in the other parties too, which are trying to say that we are seeking alliance with the parties, with us. So at this point of view, there is no question of alliance. We are going to go alone. We need to fight these corrupt forces. We are capable of doing it, and people have put their faith. I think it's one of the best things that people have hope in us. People have put their faith in us, and they are going to put their vote in favor of us. So I don't think there's any question of alliance at this stage, and we should put an end to this this particular thoughts which are coming from any political party which are seeking alliance. They have lost their ground. They have lost faith of people, and that is the perfect and possible and plausible reason that they are seeking alliance with Aam Aadmi Party, as it is coming as one of the biggest forces as far as defeating corruption in Goa is concerned.
We'll only know when that last vote is counted, but appreciate Amit Palekar for joining us. You've been a successful activist. Will the goodwill of your activism translate into votes for the Aam Aadmi Party? Time will tell. Thank you, sir, for joining us, and good luck.